looking at all my friends, all 8 of them. All of my closest friends are gathered here, smiling warmly at them all, feeling the love and affection I have for each one of them. Meanwhile, Bowser is in the bushes and is seeing me with my friends. He is enraged at the sight of me and my friends planning his revenge.
I'm tired of that bothersome Strawberry interfering with my ingenious schemes. Time to enact my revenge.
I'll get right on it, Bowser.
The smoke bomb goes off and covers us all, making everyone blind and confused. When the smoke clears, I look around and everyone is gone. Where did everyone go? Guys! Guys!
Looking for your friend Strawberry Shortcake? Look no further. My dad kidnapped them all. If you want them back, you'll have to rescue them.
Wow! I watch him fly away while laughing. Shock quickly takes over and my heart sinks to my stomach. No! My friends! Bowser Jr. just kidnapped all of them! Correcting myself, I realize, oh right, Bowser kidnapped them, not Bowser Jr. Still, all of my dearest friends have been captured and taken away. Looking at the path which appears out of nowhere. Huh? A path that suddenly appeared? Could this be the way I need to go to rescue my friends? Noticing floating blocks along the path I took. Ooh, floating blocks. These could be helpful. Ah, just coins, but this could still be useful. Pocketing the coins as I continue down the path. Seeing the walking Goomba, it sees me and starts to chase after me. Whoops! Looks like a Goomba is after me. Time to run.
You must die!
Trying to get away fast, but my rush leads me face first into a pipe. Oof! Ah, I wonder where this pipe leads. Trying to enter the pipe, but nothing happens. The pipe won't let me enter. But uh-oh, the Goomba is catching up to me. I need to find a way to... The Goomba finally catches up to me, telling me to come down and not delay the inevitable. Aw man, alright, I surrender. With a sigh, I reluctantly hop down. Right on top of the Goomba, my weight squishes and defeats the Goomba. Phew. That takes care of that Goomba. Seeing 2 more blocks ahead of me. Huh, more blocks, huh? I wonder what's gonna be in these. Getting the blocks, I get coins from one and a mushroom from another. Ah, some coins and a mushroom. The mushroom should be useful, I hope. Seeing the mushroom, I decide to just eat it. I wonder what this mushroom will do. Eating the mushroom, I wait for the effects it would bring. Looking at myself after eating the mushroom, I realize I've gotten slightly taller. Huh? I feel taller and stronger? I think I've turned super. I must be Super Strawberry now. Looking ahead, I notice 2 bricks blocking my path. 2 bricks are blocking my path. I gotta find a way to get past them. Attempting to smash the bricks with my hand. Surprised to see the bricks break immediately upon impact. Huh? They broke? Oh, I guess I really am super. Realizing there was a Goomba on the bricks, I broke. Nuts. I broke the bricks, but I also accidentally defeated the Goomba in the process. Going through the pipe and making a little jump, I land right on top of a Koopa Troopa. Oomph! Whoops! Didn't mean to land on top of a Koopa Troopa. Sorry about that, little fella. Looking at the Koopa Troopa and seeing I'm clutching its shell. Right. Sorry about that, fella. Here you go. Tossing the shell to the Koopa, expecting it to catch it. But instead, it gets knocked out cold. Oops! I didn't mean to knock out the poor thing. Hearing a distraught call for help, I see a poor toad in a cage guarded by 2 Goombas. The toad is sobbing and begging for help. Oh no! There's a poor toad in that cage guarded by Goombas! I have to do something right away and save them! Stomping one of the Goombas, it faints and falls to the ground. The other Goomba sees this and charges at me to avenge his fallen friend. But I stomp on him, causing him to faint as well. Seeing one of the Goombas drop a key, a smile forms on my face knowing I can use it to release the poor toad stuck in the cage. Freeing the toad and hearing their grateful thanks fills me with a sense of accomplishment. It's no problem. I couldn't just ignore your call for help. Sadly, 2 nearby Koopas witness my act of heroism and take this as a sign to attack me. With a powerful jump, I land on one of the approaching Koopas, picking up its shell and tossing it toward the beach Koopa. The other Koopa attempts to flee, but the quick shell catches up to him, knocking him out completely. Spotting a stairway of hard blocks before me, I confidently decide to climb it. A stairway of hard blocks? Guess I'm going up! Reaching the top of the hard blocks, I spot a flag and a familiar-looking red Koopa. Leaping onto the Koopa, or jumping onto the flag at the top, claiming an extra life. Being teleported to an area with only one lonely pipe present. Where have I been transported to now? There's only one pipe here. Guess I'll have to go through it to find out where I am. Taking the leap and plunging through the pipe entrance, I suddenly find myself in a mysterious underground area. Looking ahead and noticing 3 blocks and Goomba. 3 blocks and a Goomba. One of these blocks has to be hiding something helpful. Hitting all 3 blocks, I successfully knock out the Goomba, but the only thing I get are coins. Aw man, nothing but coins? Not even a mushroom or a special item. Noticing the familiar pipe, but then I hear an ominous sound that chills me to the core. I freeze in my tracks as a feeling of uneasiness washes over me. A piranha plant suddenly slithers out of the pipe, its jaws ready to snap close on me. Panic grips me as I try to come up with a plan to escape before it's too late. With a graceful backflip, I manage to leap over the piranha plant's snapping jaws, landing on the unsuspecting Goomba instead. Noticing 2 bricks and 1 block nearby. Looks like there's 2 bricks and 1 block here. Which one should I hit first? Hitting the block first and landing only a handful of coins, I heave a sigh and decide to move on to the other 2 blocks. Breaking one of the bricks, it's smashed to pieces. At least I didn't hit a coin. Breaking the last remaining brick, I hit it to see a magical flower popping out. Whoa! A magical flower? That's gotta be worth something. I just hope it's a 1-up. Watching as the magical flower bestows new powers upon me, my dress turns red and white. But wait, a fireball forms in my hand? I get spooked by this, and in my panic, accidentally hurl the fireball at a nearby Goomba, defeating it instantly. Oh my goodness, I just turned into Fire Strawberry! Seeing 2 approaching Koopas, I concentrate and fire 2 fireballs at them. They connect, the Koopas instantly defeated. Whoa! Using this power just works too well. Guess I should keep this in mind. Noticing the pipe and the piranha plant emerging from it, I become nervous, but accidentally shoot a fireball in fear. To my total shock, it connects, defeating the piranha plant right then and there with such ease. Spotting 2 Koopas with wings approaching, I think to myself, I'll call them paratroopas. However, in my moment of distraction, one of them bumps into me. The impact makes me lose my Fire Strawberry powers. Jumping over the approaching paratroopas, thanks to invincibility frames, I make it past them. Reaching a pipe above me, a piranha plant pops out, sending a shiver down my spine. Panic taking over, I frantically run around, shrieking in fear. The piranha plant takes aim and launches a fireball my way. Striking me, the impact shrinks me back to normal size. Rubbing my head after noticing I've returned to normal, I look down and realize something. Dang! I don't have the power to smash brick blocks anymore. A wave of disappointment washes over me, realizing I've lost that incredibly useful ability. Seeing the piranha plant re-emerge, preparing to fire another lethal fireball at me, I quickly take action and dart away, narrowly avoiding the attack. Spotting a pipe blocked by 2 brick blocks, I hear a faint cry for help coming from it. Concern fills me, knowing someone is in need of assistance. Gliding past the pipe, I notice a block tucked away behind a green Koopa paratroopa. With a well-timed jump, I successfully land on its back, knocking it off its wings and turning it into a regular Koopa. Then, I approach the block nearby and give it a swift smack. Out pops a lovely mushroom. Punching on the mushroom, I feel a sudden surge of energy coursing through me, transforming me back into Super Strawberry. I feel my strength returning, as well as that incredible fire-shooting power. Realizing that simply being Super Strawberry isn't enough to shoot fireballs, I understand that I'll need the power of the Fire Flower to unlock that ability. With a quick glance back, I see the Koopa in hot pursuit. Making an impressive jump, I land with a powerful ground pound that instantly defeats the Koopa. In this moment, it dawns on me that this is how I can successfully rescue whomever is trapped in the pipe. With a mixture of excitement and confidence, I approach the pipe, ready to fulfill my hero duties. Using the same ground pound technique, I break the bricks effortlessly. Expecting to find a helpless creature, I am puzzled to see that a Minecraft villager pops out instead. My eyes spot a single emerald on the ground, dropped by the Koopa I had just conquered. Without hesitation, I bend down and pick it up. Looking at the villager, I see the eagerness in its eyes, practically imploring for the emerald in my grasp. It becomes abundantly clear that this villager has an intense desire for the precious gem. Deciding to be generous, I hand over the coveted emerald to the villager, and to my delight, they reciprocate by presenting me with a bright and vibrant fire flower in return. With the fire flower in hand, I transform into the formidable fire strawberry once again. But as we near the mysterious black pipe, I can't shake the unease, fearing another piranha plant encounter. In a desperate attempt to protect myself, I hastily start shooting fireballs into the black pipe, hoping to prevent any unwelcome surprises. After a few shots, a bizarre-looking mushroom begins to peek out from the top pipe. Curiosity piqued, I take a leap of faith, deciding to give the strange mushroom a chance. Gulping back my nerves, I make the decision to consume it. After taking the risk and consuming the mysterious mushroom, I suddenly find myself growing to immense proportions. What started as a bizarre and potentially dangerous decision ends up being the consumption of a mega mushroom. As I take in the realization that I've now become a colossal, unstoppable force, I can't help but feel a sense of awe. The mega mushroom has bestowed upon me the ability to bulldoze through anything in my path, including those pesky pipes that had once been an obstacle. My body shrinks back to its normal size, and I'm left feeling a bit winded from the incredible powers I had just experienced. With the mega mushroom's effects wearing off, I take a moment to gather my bearings. Taking a look around, I notice one more pipe, the last challenge in my path. With determination, I take a deep breath and prepare myself for whatever awaits me. Venturing cautiously into the pipe, I brace myself for any unwelcome surprises, but to my relief, nothing emerges. Stepping past the entrance, I find myself face to face with the flagpole, signaling the end of my journey in this particular level. Reaching the top of the flagpole and claiming my well-deserved extra life. Suddenly, I find myself transported to a vast and lush grassland, teeming with potential surprises. As I take in my surroundings, I spot numerous bricks scattered across the landscape, hinting at hidden challenges or treasures waiting to be uncovered. My heart skips a beat as a sudden danger makes an appearance. Yeah! The revelation that these hammer bros are trying to stop me sends a wave of anger coursing through me. With a stomp of my foot in frustration, I give them an opening that they eagerly seize. They unleash another barrage of hammers at me, but my quick reflexes and agility allow me to skillfully dodge each one. One of the hammer bros jumps onto a row of nearby blocks, attempting a tactical advantage over me. Seizing an opportunity, I swiftly dash towards the block beneath the hammer bro and deliver a swift blow, effortlessly knocking them out cold. The power behind my attack proves to be effective, as the hammer bro is defeated in an instant. The second hammer bro grows furious at my previous victory, ready to strike me with a hammer. But I'm not to be trifled with. I swiftly extend my leg, kicking the hammer out of his grip, and without hesitation, I spring into the air, launching myself at him. I land on top of the hammer bro with precision, defeating him instantly. As the dust settles from the defeat of the hammer bros, I am drawn to a peculiar sound coming from a block nearby. Intrigued, I approach the block and listen closely to its strange noise. As I focus on the sound, it becomes clear that it is a desperate plea for help coming from the block. The sound of distress tugs at my heartstrings, and I feel an immediate sense of responsibility to come to their aid. With determination, I continue to hit the surrounding blocks, searching for the source of the distress call. Then, after a few good smacks, an egg comes bursting out of one of the blocks. As the egg hatches, a familiar dino hatches from it. Yoshi graciously expresses his gratitude for my assistance and announces his intention to join me on this journey, promising support and friendship on the road ahead. Just as Yoshi and I begin to celebrate our reunion, we are suddenly joined by Buckenberry, a blue toad who rushes to the scene. Relief floods his face as he sees that Yoshi is safe and sound. Buckenberry shares an important update. With a determined look in his eyes, Buckenberry declares his intention to join our cause, stating that he too will support us in rescuing our friends and taking down Bowser. Yoshi, after noticing my grateful expression, hands me an intriguing item, which piques my curiosity. In a moment of mistaken usage, I find myself transforming into Hammer Strawberry, complete with a shell and helmet. But the surprise doesn't end there. I can now throw hammers with ease, adding an extra weapon to my arsenal. Buckenberry chimes in, providing a name for the transformation we just experienced. The Hammer Suits. He adds that he too has one, and, true to his words, transforms into Hammer Toad, mirroring my newfound ability.
Oh!
3 Goombas suddenly charge towards us. Sensing the threat, we act swiftly. Buckenberry and I throw hammers, skillfully hitting and defeating 2 of the Goombas. Meanwhile, Yoshi demonstrates his agility and skill as he uses his tongue to eat the 3rd Goomba, effortlessly neutralizing the attacking enemies. As we dash through the grassland, a swarm of Goombas appears, hot on our heels. We run for our lives, but amidst the chaos, I spot a peculiar block on the ground. Acting without hesitation, I grab it and hurl it towards a group of Goombas. Upon impact, the block creates a powerful shockwave that sends both me and Blue Toad flying off our feet. Yoshi, however, remains unaffected. To our surprise and relief, the shockwave instantly vanquishes the entire armada of Goombas. As Yoshi witnesses the aftermath, he identifies the block that saved us. With a smile, he explains that this special block is called a POW block, emphasizing its incredible power to subdue and defeat enemies. As we catch our breaths, another urgent cry for help catches our attention. Turning our attention towards the source of the sound, we spot a young boy being ganged up on by 2 menacing Hammer Bros. Seizing the opportunity, we both launch ourselves into the air, aiming to take down the Hammer Bros. With precision and timing, I managed to land a successful blow on one of them, crushing them instantly. But as I glance over at Blue Toad, I see that he has missed his target. Despite my successful attack on one of the Hammer Bros, the other one, seemingly unfazed, hurls a hammer towards me. But thanks to quick reflexes, I dodge it just in time. In the ensuing chaos, however, the Hammer Bros seizes the opportunity to charge at me, tackling me to the ground. Just as things seem dire, Yoshi swoops in to save the day. With a well-aimed egg throw, Yoshi defeats the Hammer Bro who had tackled me, demonstrating his unwavering support. We approach the young boy, who appears to be deeply thankful for our intervention. He is clearly relieved that he no longer has to face the danger posed by the Hammer Bros alone. As the young boy returns home, grateful for our assistance, our attention shifts to the nearby staircase. Perched atop it are 2 Koopa Troopas, their presence creating a potential threat. A peculiar sight unfolds before our eyes as we watch the 2 Koopa Troopas walk off the staircase, disappearing into a gap directly in front of it. Seizing the moment, I carefully leap across the gap, successfully reaching the flagpole. With a sense of achievement, I take a brief moment to catch my breath, having conquered this small challenge. Unfortunately, despite my best efforts, I fall short of reaching the top of the flagpole this time. I sigh in frustration, but quickly brush it off as I mentally prepare myself for the next challenge. As I arrive at the imposing castle, the faint sound of Blueberry Muffin's cry for help echoes within its walls. However, I notice that Yoshi cannot accompany me into the castle, leaving me alone to face whatever awaits me inside. Not wanting to face the castle's mysteries alone, I am grateful that Blue Toad can still enter. He bravely steps into the ominous building, ready to assist me in rescuing Blueberry Muffin. As I cautiously make my way through the eerie corridors, I come across a formidable obstacle, a firebar relentlessly spinning its way towards me. In a momentary oversight, my approach isn't quite fast enough, and I get struck by the fire bar, losing my hammer suit ability. However, Blue Toad remains unscathed, proving his resilience. As I carefully navigate the treacherous path, I suddenly misstep and fall, landing squarely on top of a dry bones. The impact causes the dry bones to crumble, defeated in an instant. Unfortunately, just when I thought I had taken down the dry bones, it unexpectedly reassembles itself and retaliates with a well-timed bone attack. To my dismay, my super abilities are taken away, leaving me vulnerable. Ow! Determined to help me out, Blue Toad comes to the rescue by throwing a hammer at the dry bones. As I approach the block, ready to strike, Blue Toad swiftly intervenes and strikes it beforehand. Out pops a flower, but instead of disappointment, I am met with a burst of color. Blue Toad, seeing my temporary sadness, kindly offers me the flower, its vibrant petals lifting my spirits. Just as the flower vanishes and my clothes turn light blue, we spot another dry bones approaching. Before we can react, it hits Blue Toad, taking away his hammer suit, leaving us both vulnerable. In a moment of desperation, I quickly grab an ice ball and hurl it at the dry bones, freezing it solid, stopping it in its tracks. As Blue Toad witnesses my transformation into the ice strawberry, he identifies the form and provides valuable information. He explains that it is only achievable by procuring an ice flower, granting me the power to assume this icy persona. As we progress through the treacherous path, we spot a menacing Bob-omb, its explosive fuse ticking menacingly. Acting quickly, I stomp near it, startling the Bob-omb. Seizing the distraction, Blue Toad confidently leaps onto it and forcefully throws it against the wall, neutralizing the threat. The impact of the Bob-omb's explosion against the wall creates a large hole, providing us with a new route to continue our journey forward. We cautiously proceed through the newly created opening, only to be met with a sudden and alarming threat. A massive thwomp drops down above us, nearly crushing us with its weight. Faced with the seemingly invincible thwomp, I decide to take a risk and attempt a spin jump on it. Despite my efforts, the thwomp remains unaffected, but I persist, continuing to spin jump until I finally reach the top. However, the dizziness from the repeated action takes a toll on me. Noticing my success, Blue Toad then follows in my footsteps, also resorting to spin jumping to scale the thwomp and reach the same destination. As we regain our composure atop the thwomp, a chilling cry for help pierces the air. However, the voice doesn't belong to Blueberry Muffin. Casting my gaze to the right, my heart sinks as I behold a young girl trapped, surrounded by molten lava. Fear grips me at the sight. A peculiar block catches my attention, and without hesitation, I strike it. Out pops a curious-looking mushroom, and to everyone's surprise, it begins to flutter through the air like a makeshift propeller. Determined to rescue the young girl, I quickly grab the flapping mushroom and transform into a makeshift propeller power-up. Acting swiftly, I position myself right above the molten lava and propel myself towards the distressed girl, relying on the mushroom's power to carry me across the fiery abyss. Successfully rescuing the young girl, I pick her up and turn my attention to the incoming threat. 3 dry bones with wings, known as parabones, emerge, intent on impeding our escape. I don't waste a moment and use the power of the flappy mushroom to propel myself away, narrowly avoiding the attacking parabones. Blue Toad's excitement is palpable as I bring the young girl to a safe spot. He then explains that the power-up I'm currently equipped with is called Propeller Strawberry, a unique transformation only possible through the acquisition of a specific item, the Propeller Mushroom. He expresses his joy at seeing me possess this valuable power-up, emphasizing its rarity and usefulness. The familiar sound of Blueberry Muffin's cry for help resounds through the area, and we realize it's coming from the red door guarded by 2 Hammer Bros. Knowing that she's in danger, we quickly focus on devising a plan to bypass the formidable guardians and help Blueberry. In a moment of overconfidence, I decide to take on the Hammer Bros using my Kung Fu skills. However, the initial attempt goes awry, and I accidentally knock them both into the nearby lava. My reaction, a quick whoops, betrays a mix of surprise and remorse at the unexpected outcome. To my astonishment, the Hammer Bros manage to escape the fiery abyss, returning in an even more menacing form, Dry Bone Bros. Their transformation only intensifies the danger we face, signaling a more challenging battle ahead. I manage to deflect the bones they throw by kicking them back, but to my dismay, the Dry Bone Bros demonstrate their skill by catching the bones mid-air. Their nimble reflexes catch me off guard, displaying their newfound abilities. The Dry Bone Bros continue their relentless assault, and their next round of throws connects, causing me to lose my hard-earned propeller suit. The once helpful power-up disappears, leaving me temporarily vulnerable. In our retreat, I notice a block and decide to hit it. Out of it pops an unnerving-looking mushroom, its appearance and vibe sending shivers down our spines. Despite the eerie nature of the mushroom, I decide to gather my courage and swallow it whole. To my surprise, I find myself transformed, now able to turn invisible. Utilizing my temporary invisibility, I silently approach the Dry Bone Bros, taking full advantage of the element of surprise. As I reappear behind them, I let out a loud boo at the top of my lungs, causing them to panic and involuntarily leap into the nearby lava. Blue Toad explains that the power-up I now possess is called Spooky Strawberry, a transformation achieved by consuming a spooky-looking mushroom. As Spooky Strawberry, I become a specter, able to walk through walls and objects. With the power of Spooky Strawberry at my disposal, I turn intangible and proceed through the red door. As I enter, I once again hear Blueberry's voice, calling out in distress for help. As I take notice of the 3 blocks, I casually express nonchalance, feeling confident in my current abilities. However, Blue Toad, being the resourceful ally that he is, takes the initiative and swiftly collects all 3 items, Fire Flower, Ice Flower, and Hammer Suit, and puts them in the inventory, just in case. As I rush through another door, I immediately spot Blueberry Muffin trapped in a cage, her tears of fear and distress evident on her face. Just ahead, an intimidating figure stands in my path, exuding an aura of foreboding and menace. As the looming figure reveals himself to be Lemmy Koopa, member of the fearsome group of Koopalings, I feel a mix of trepidation and determination surging within me. As soon as Lemmy makes his presence known, the intense and ominous boss music fills the air, signaling the beginning of our showdown. In an attempt to use my spooky power-up to catch Lemmy off guard, I turn invisible and stealthily approach him. However, right as I reappear and let out a loud boo, intending to startle Lemmy, something unexpected happens. He just starts laughing at me. The next moment, I'm struck by his back attack, and to my dismay, my spooky power-up vanishes, leaving me vulnerable. To make matters worse, a terrified Blueberry Muffin now shakes even more in fear, not one to be underestimated. Blue Toad charges forward to initiate the attack. However, Lemmy proves to be a formidable opponent as he counterattacks with his powerful shell, blocking Blue Toad's advances and catching him off guard. Seizing the opportunity after Lemmy becomes dizzy, I swiftly jump and land on his head. To my surprise, my actions cause him to withdraw into his shell, creating a momentary opening for us to capitalize on. As we both suffer a hit and are back to normal, frustration bubbles up within me, causing me to let out a loud stomping in a moment of anger and helplessness. Suddenly, to my utter disbelief, my transformation triggers into Fire Strawberry, setting my body ablaze with an intense fiery aura. As I struggle to grasp what just happened, Blue Toad swiftly reacts and throws me the Fire Flower we had collected earlier. As soon as I make contact with the item, the transformation is immediately triggered. Filled with newfound power as Fire Strawberry, I enthusiastically spam fireballs at Lemmy, believing I have the upper hand. However, Lemmy surprises me by catching each fireball and returning them just like a skilled baseball player would, effortlessly countering my attacks and keeping us on our toes. While narrowly avoiding another fireball, I witness Blue Toad being struck, causing him to be knocked off the platform. As the realization of Blue Toad's fate sinks in, a surge of anger and determination fill me. Ignoring the initial fear, I channel my emotions into spamming fireballs at Lemmy, using them as a diversionary tactic to keep his attention focused solely on me. I make a calculated leap onto his head once more. To my satisfaction, he instinctively retreats into his protective shell, creating another opening for further action. Amidst the intense battle, I suffer a hit and lose my powerful Fire Strawberry transformation, once more returning to my normal state. Recognizing the need to try something different, I decide to counterattack by spinning like a tornado, hoping to match Lemmy's strength with my own. Unfortunately, my attempted move is quickly thwarted as Lemmy retaliates with a powerful blow, sending me tumbling to the ground. As I stumble, I accidentally crash into a hidden block, revealing a secret item, a blocky mushroom. My attention is immediately drawn to it, curious about the potential power it may hold. With curiosity piqued, I decide to consume the mysterious blocky mushroom. A tingling sensation washes over me, and to my amazement, I notice that my clothes have transformed into earthy brown hues. In the middle of the intense fight, Lemmy's shell comes charging at me, prompting me to dodge quickly into the air. As I land, to my surprise, the impact creates a powerful shockwave that not only causes Blueberry Muffin's cage to swing back and forth, but also leaves me momentarily flabbergasted. Despite my best efforts to avoid Lemmy's shell, I find myself getting hit right away. The blow knocks the wind out of me, and I find myself struggling to regain my bearings. As Lemmy takes a moment to recover after crashing into a wall, I swiftly leap into the air to dodge his subsequent wand attack. Miraculously landing on the cage containing Blueberry Muffin, I see an opportunity to potentially help her. With Lemmy launching another attack before I can take action, I barely manage to dodge the magic blast. Shockingly, the attack hits the chain holding the cage, transforming it into a Goomba. Reunited with Blueberry Muffin, there's a moment of relief, but it's quickly interrupted as Lemmy launches yet another attack, intent on continuing the fight. In the heat of the moment, Blueberry Muffin and I find ourselves scared as Lemmy continues his assault. Just when we thought all hope was lost, Yoshi appears out of nowhere, secretly infiltrating the castle and grabbing Lemmy with his tongue. Yoshi begins spinning Lemmy, causing him to become dizzy. With a mixture of determination and courage, I seize the opportunity and make a final leap, landing on Lemmy's head once more. With a mighty effort, we defeat him together. Lemmy falls, marking the end of the battle. Blueberry Muffin returns to Strawberryland, sharing the news that she has spotted Morton taking Orange Blossom to the castle in Desertland. Upon leaving the castle, I reunite with Blue Toad, who explains that the mysterious blocky mushroom I consumed is called the Quake Mushroom. Its unique power allows its user to generate earthquakes simply by jumping,